1, 2, 3, 4. With your bad self. Say it loud. I'm coming out proud. One more time. Say it loud. I'm coming out proud. I've worked on jobs with my feet in my hand. You know, all the work I did was for the other man. But now we're the man's again. We do things for ourselves. We're tired of beating our head against the wall and working for someone else. Say it loud. I'm coming out proud. Say it loud. I'm coming out proud. Say it loud. I'm coming out proud.
I am black, beautiful, proud. I must be respected. I must be protected. I am somebody. Right on.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the
Desire, your love, girl, takes me higher. Touch on you, you touching on me. This love is real, no fake or phony. You on it, touching on me, I'm getting on it, go, touching on me.
What's going on, family? What's going on, family? This is Vic back with 8,000 Miles Away for the Sunday edition. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all gonna have to work with me on this video tonight because I just could not put this thing together the way I wanted it to put together, and it's still not together like I wanted to put together. I just couldn't match. I wasn't able to put it together like I was. So we're gonna wing it. We're going to wing it. We got it where we need to be, but we're going to wing it all day long. So, fam, welcome back to 8,000 Miles Away. Tonight's conversation might be one of the deepest, I say the deepest we've ever had on this channel. Even though I'm winging it, I'm touching the bottom. I'm going right there with it. I want to forget the dating arguments. Forget all the passport bro arguments. Tonight, we guys are going to talk about race, identity, history, love, and the future of humanity itself. And here's the question. And you saw the thumbnail. Can you be pro-black while dating or married to an Asian woman? Now, you can take that how you want to take it. You can also say overseas woman or even just a white woman. Anyone outside of a black woman. I just say Asian because that's what I deal with. So do you lose your black card if you're dating someone else outside of a black woman or black man? Look at it both ways. Kamala didn't lose her black card. That's the double standard we're going to talk about today. She didn't lose her black card. She was rallied behind. Can't say about that. Can't say that about Obama. He got more sisters than you can shake your stick at. But I diverge. Can international marriage eventually end racism? My dad once told me he believes that. And I thought that was an interesting topic. That's not why I did this today, but he said it's actually on my mind. Or does it weaken the Black identity? We're going to be talking about all of that tonight. So I want you to drop your city, hit the like button, and I got that like button. Let's get that now. Y'all need the people who are not subscribed, please. Women or men, hit the like button. Hit the like button for your boy. Subscribe if you're new. But in a minute, I'm going to ask you, not even a minute. Right now, I'm going to ask you to grab your drink. Y'all OGs, y'all know the routine. Grab your drink, and I'll be right back. Let's get with after the intro. Let's get it. In the intro. Let's go to the intro. Let's get it. What's up, Navigator? What's up, Navigator? What's up with it, Frank? Time to tune in to the show, Frank. Hit the like button, subscribe. Now the truth. It'll be at the end, now the truth, when we get to it, baby. Frank said, I was born black and I will die black. They know it says, what's good, bitch, is better. I got you, man, Lord. I know you're a college graduate, man. You can get thick. You're on point with me, baby. You're on point with me. All right. Pause that for the right second. And let me hit you with this.
Fuck us some commas, yeah. Fuck us some commas, yeah. Fuck us some commas. Fuck us some commas, yeah. 100,000 to 100,000. 100,000 on 100,000. 300,000, 500,000. $1 million help money shout. Fuck us some commas, yeah. 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 40,000 to 100,000. 100,000 on 100,000. 300,000, 500,000. $1 million help money shout. Fuck up the lumber. I'm hot like a sauna, yeah. The burner is on me. Can't play with that money, yeah. I'm fucking with shorty. I'm loving the way that she fucking me, yeah. Get no fucks, yeah. We don't get no fucks, yeah. Throw my cup, yeah. I just bought my plug, yeah. Full of the mud, yeah. Nigga full of them drugs, yeah. Feeling real right, yeah. I'm on the same thing as Mike, yeah. Ball of ice, yeah. Wanna beat that dough like
I hear you. I hear you. So, family, some people only know me from YouTube. Some people only know me from YouTube. But many of you don't know my background. Some of you may, some of you may not. But I've spent decades. I'm 64 years old. I spent decades involved in my community here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've served on boards. I've served on commissions. I was an elected official. I was a community, worked with community organizations. I was involved with the Black community, political caucus here in Charlotte. And I always have advocated for Black communities, Black businesses, and spoken against injustices. I even marched on Washington back in 83. So supporting Black people isn't something I started because I'm here on YouTube today. I've forgotten more things I've done than I can remember. It's just something that I've lived. Now, I'm dating a Filipino. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. And maybe one day we'll take it to another level. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the Frank. Maybe I'll marry. The betting season is still on, guys. But but some people have decided already and gave up on the Black card. But here's my question, and my question is why? Can you be pro-Black while in a relationship or marriage? Answer that one. Put that in the chat, if you will. Can you be, if I can find that, can you be, hang on one second. What is it at? Can you, no, not that. What's it that? Yeah, that's it. Can you be? Put it up. Come on, guys. Can you be pro-Black while dating an Asian or another woman other than a sister? What's the comments say? The comments, King. King's in the house. What's up with your King, big dog? King's in the house and proud. What's up, baby? Frank say, got my Jack and Coke. You ain't playing, are you? You ain't playing, are you? Frank ain't playing today. And King says, I'd love is to see. Okay, I hear you, dog. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. We're working on that. Let me see. Let me get Frank. Let me get that down. Frank done got me hyped. Guys. I got to give Frank a little love, even though. Oh well, let's see. Hold on. We might have to go in and go out, guys. We be getting on that stuck shit. Oh, hold on. Hang on. We done. This comments. Red Lord came back and said, "I'll be back. I have to talk to my Philadelphia." Hey, do your thing, baby. But come back in house. We're gonna be here for a little bit longer. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go back out. Let me see. Yeah, I got to go back out. Go back in. This won't let me. I'll be right back, guys. I hope we don't have to do that much longer. I really hope we don't have to do that much longer. Hope that ain't one of these kind of nights. I'm gonna hit Frank with something though. I'm back with it. I didn't forget you, Frank. You on that drink tonight with like me. You on that Jack. So I'm gonna give Frank a little something here. Let's give him this one right here. Frank.
Call me so I can make it juicy for ya. Call me so I can get it juicy for ya.
All right, Mr. Tate in the house. Toss one up. Y'all toss one up if you feel like it. If you don't, drink your tea or whatever you got going on. But the question is, can you be pro-Black while dating in being dating or married internationally, interracially? I believe yes. I believe absolutely because loving an individual is not the same as abandoning your community. If I married tomorrow an Asian woman, Virginia say, does that suddenly mean I stop supporting black businesses? Hell to the fuck no. We're not stopping black businesses. Do I stop speaking against discrimination? I will not ever. Whether I'm in the Philippines or whether I'm in America, I will never stop speaking against discrimination, even against other races of people. I will not stop caring about education, economic opportunity, voting rights. I ain't missed too many voting episodes, guys. Every election I'm on point, especially presidential elections. Locally, when I was inside the city of Mecklenburg County, I didn't miss no local elections. Here in Rock Hill, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 of them. Police accountability. I gotta be concerned about that shit. Because our people are concerned about that. That shit is in me, man. I've seen it. Mentoring young blacks when I get a chance. That's what this whole passport thing is helping other like-minded people that want something different go overseas. So why would marriage erase those values? To me, those are 2 separate things. One is who you love, and the other is what you believe. Those don't have to conflict. Now let's talk a little bit about history. Let's put the history up here for a second. Because, when I talked to Final Truth last week, we always touch on a little history. So we're gonna touch on history just a little bit tonight if I can find. Told you it's jacked up. There we go. Let's touch on that. This debate isn't new. Martin Luther King believed that America should move toward integration, where people would ultimately be judged by character. Elijah Muhammad taught separation, building independent black institutions. Marcus Garvey did the same thing years before. For much of his early public life, Malcolm X also argued for black separation and self-determination. After his pilgrimage to Mecca, he described seeing Muslims as many races worship together and spoke more positive about the possibility of cooperating with those people across racial lines, while still emphasizing justice and dignity for Black Americans. And I emphasize Black Americans because, to me, I am Black American, not African American. Africans are Africans, Black Americans are Black Americans. Y'all can agree or not agree with me. A lot of them ninjas over there don't like us. Those were 2 different divisions. People still debate which approach best advance equality. And tonight, it isn't about declaring one of those leaders right or wrong. It's about asking what those ideas mean today. Can mixed marriages end racism? Can mixed marriages end racism? What's your thoughts? Let's hear what, let me just go there. Let me just include this part right here, because this makes sense. Let's go to my note. Okay. I know this topic brings a lot of strong emotion. So some people believe the moment a black man or a woman dates outside their race, they can no longer call themselves pro-black. Others believe that that's completely false. They say your values, your actions, and what you've done for your community matter far more than the race of your person you're in love with. So before I give you my perspective, which is I'm getting into this shit now, I want you to hear from a few people who have a very different opinion on this subject. Some say interracial dating is incompatible with being pro-black, and some say it has nothing to do with who you commit to, who you do. What you say? Nothing to do with your commitment to your community. So I want you to take a listen to what they have to say. Then we'll come back and chop it up. And I share my own journey and my own experiences, as I've already told you, and why I believe this conversation is much deeper than what the social media makes it out to be. So let's roll these clips. Let's roll these clips. Let's roll these clips on what these people are saying. It's only about a couple of them, guys. Well, maybe more. Let's see who we got. I tell you, I wouldn't organize, guys. That's why I was late getting together. It was hard to put this one together. So I'm going to roll all these clips here, such a few of them, and then we're going to come back and chop it up. Here's a sister that says, you can't be married to a white woman or another race and still be pro-black. Roll the clip.
Can you be pro-black but married to a non-black person? That is the question. That is the question that was raised from the the Neighborhood Alchemist. He went on a whole spiel about it, and I 100% agree with him. No, you cannot be pro-black and be married to a white woman or a white man. For me, it's a conflict of interest. There is no way. There is no way that you can serve the purpose of being so pro-black, but you're laying next to a white person or a non-black person. And a situation happened some years ago where I was tasked with making a decision as to whether or not a consultant job was given to an individual to affect change within the organization that we were looking for a consultant for. So this was around 2021, 2022, just a couple of years after George Floyd. So we know after George Floyd was murdered, we all watched it on our televisions around the time, the top of the pandemic. So tensions were heightened at that time. There were a lot of discussions about the mistreatment of black people. Everyone was at home. So it was an opportunity for people to really sit and really think about the state of the world, what we had just seen with George Floyd. And you had a lot of companies that were pledging to bring in DEI initiatives and put up money for their DEI initiatives so that black people can feel like it's inclusive in the organizations that they work for. Well, the organization that I was with at the time, well, I'm still with them, but I'm not going to say their name just for the sake of this video, but y'all can put 2 and 2 together to figure out who the hell I'm talking about. But nonetheless, they put together a DEI task force. And within this DEI task force, it was all across the United States. It was broken down into little small clusters for like the state of Georgia or whatever state you were in. It was broken down into clusters, and within the market centers, there was a agent that was selected out of each market center to represent their market center in these DEI discussions, to come up with a plan to bring in trainings and sensitivity courses, etc., within the market centers, so that people black individuals can feel like the organization was doing something to make us feel comfortable and things were inclusive. We were tasked within this task force to get a consultant, to hire a consultant.
So there's a conversation going on this app right now about if you can be pro-black and date outside of your race. So my simple answer to that is no. No, you cannot be pro-black and date outside of your race. And this is my reasons why. First off, when you choose to, whoever you choose to date, to procreate with, to marry, it says everything about your politics. And when I say your politics, I'm not talking about politics in the sense of Republicans, Democrat, government. I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about politics in the way your morals, the way you choose to live your life, right? So when you like me, for instance, I have never dated, married, like never outside of my race, because in my opinion there is nothing more attractive on a physical, spiritual, mental level than other black people. I think black people are the most attractive. I connect more with I've never even connected with another person outside of a black person on a mental level like that anyway, because those are my politics. Those are my politics because those are my politics. So it's not even possible for me to even connect with someone outside of my race on that level anyway, because those are my morals, those are my politics. Like it's not possible for me. So because I'm very pro-black, you cannot be married to a person outside of your race, or marry, date somebody outside of your race, because then you have chosen to, you have made the most important decision in your life, which is the person to have children with, the person to marry with. You have decided that someone outside of your race is the best person to do that with. That means that you're not pro-black. It's very simple. It's as simple as that. When you make a decision to the most important decision, who to marry, to have children with, that is the most important decision, and you have decided to pick someone outside of your race to do that with, that means that you feel that there's somebody outside of your race that's the best person for you. So that means, and that person doesn't share your race, so that means that you're not pro-black. It's that simple. And now I do give black women grace in this area, because if you just look at the numbers, there's just like 2 million more black women than black men. And so, and then you started to get into the whole economics and, viable mates and all that stuff like that. So I understand more so when black women do it, but still, my point still remains.
Check out what this sister says right here. Roll the clip.
Black people who date outside of their race lack pattern recognition. And I'm going to tell you why. Because how many times do you have to see the same outcome, the same disrespect, same cultural disconnect before you realize this ain't just bad luck? There's a pattern, and there has always been a pattern between white folks and black folks. A pattern of violence, a pattern of injustice, a pattern of oppression. And instead of y'all recognizing this pattern, y'all just chalk it up as, oh, I just need to explain myself a little more. At what point do you notice you're the only one adjusting? You're the only one educating. Y'all shrink yourselves. Y'all over-explain, over-defend to be accepted. And then we see when they get mad, their true colors come out. Now they calling you all type of racial slurs, unaliving a lot of y'all. And people gonna say, well, there's domestic violence with black and black relationships too. Your chances of your spouse abusing you, unaliving you, or any of that is higher when you're with someone of an opposite race. Y'all can call it preference, y'all can call it love all you want. But what I'm seeing is people walking into situations where they're always compromising who they are.
So I don't know if she's really talking about the sisters, but I think she's saying it all together. You just shouldn't do it. She says she points it out, it's not even safe. And shout out to Geechee. What's up with you, Geechee? Good to see you in the house, man. What's up with you? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I hope everything's going well with you. I was just in the Philippines recently, in April for a few weeks. I'm going back in November. I'm gonna be looking for niggas like you, man. I know you somewhere there. I don't know what city you in, but we need to link up. I was supposed to link up with Richie and Chan and not Calvin. He's always too damn busy. But I was supposed to link up with Rich and them. But I ended up linking up with Frank and his wife there. They're there in the chat, as you see there. But what's up with you there, Geach? I want you to hear what Muhammad Ali said. Roll the clip. Now, this was a long time ago, but Muhammad Ali, his opinion is still relevant today to those who believe in this bullshit. I don't believe in it, but hey, some people do. Roll the clip.
Everybody should watch this video as harsh as it might sound. It is 100% facts. Watch this and let me know if you agree with Muhammad Ali.
When you say integration, it comes under intermarriage too, right? All been together.
Right, sure.
And I'm sure no intelligent white person watching this show, or no intelligent white man in his or her right white mind, want black boys and black girls marrying their white sons and daughters, and in return introducing their grandchildren as half-brown, kinky-haired black people.
I wouldn't object to that.
Well, you wouldn't, but a lot of them would.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people. No, this is the point.
What I'm trying to say is this. You don't have it. You say you don't. You don't have it. You really ain't gonna have it. You on the show, and you got to say that. But
that's not true.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I don't think I'm any different from you see.
Yeah, we much different.
I mean, I think society's made us different.
You know we're different. And we all together.
But society's made us different.
No, not society. God made us different.
No, we're just human beings. He made all of us.
We all listen. Bluebirds fly with bluebirds. Red birds want to be with red birds. Listen. Tell me when I'm wrong. Pigeons want to be with pigeons.
But
tell me when I'm wrong. We should have. They don't have intelligence, but yet they stay together. We should have more intelligence than them, right? Buzzards are with bluebirds with bluebirds. They all are birds, but they got different cultures. The eagles like to hang out in the mountains. The buzzard like to fly around the desert.
Well,
the bluebird like to fly around the trees and the grass.
There'd be certain problems a buzzard mating with a sparrow, wouldn't there?
What?
There'd be certain.
Right. And we have the problems too.
No,
I don't see no black and white couples in England or America walking around proud, holding their children.
That's because society
and going out.
That's society's fault. I mean, we've got to educate people around it.
Well, life is too short for me to be raised catching hell for something like that. I'd rather go and be my own. I have a beautiful daughter, beautiful wife. They look like me. We're all happy, and I don't have no trouble. I ain't got no trouble. I ain't that much in love with no woman to go through all that hell. Ain't no one woman that good.
I think it's sad that
it ain't sad because I want my child to look like me. Every intelligent person wants his child to look like him. I'm sad because I want to blot out my race and lose my beautiful identity. Chinese love Chinese. They love the little slanted-eyed, pretty brown-skinned babies. Pakistanis love their culture. Jewish people love their culture. A lot of Catholics don't want to marry number of Catholics. They want the religion to stay the same. Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race? You're a hater of your people if you don't want to stay who you are. You shame what God made you. God didn't make no mistake when he made us all like we were.
I think that's a philosophy of despair.
Despair.
I really do.
It ain't no despair. No woman on this whole earth, not even a black woman in Muslim countries, can please me and cook for me and socialize and talk to me like my American black woman. No woman, and last is a white woman, can really identify with me and my feelings and the way I act and the way I talk.
I'm glad I don't think about Muhammad Ali. I think he's the greatest of all, but I think his opinions are outdated in 2026. Hell, they was probably outdated then. But for preference is preference. But people are going overseas. People are dating in this country. Mixed racing is happening everywhere. But listen to what this sister says. He's kind of on the same level of Muhammad Ali. But I'm gonna go ahead and play it because she makes some points similar to that, and I thought it was very interesting. So I'm gonna roll her clip.
The Most High, he is against interracial.
That damn it, I went to the wrong one. Let's see. Which one is it? I thought that was her. Hold on. Nah, this is interesting here. There's so many of them. I'm gonna run this one here.
I don't care what anybody says. MLK was so wrong. He was so motherfucking wrong. We were never, ever supposed to be integrated. That is absolutely a unnatural selection. And we can go strictly based off what the fuck we see with our own eyes. Because when you see bees at a motherfucking beehive, do you see flies at the beehive with the bees? No. When you see a bunch of mosquitoes, do you see the bees hanging out with all the mosquitoes? When you go to the zoo, ain't all the animals separated? Ain't they all living in their own type of habitats? Because they all live different. They all think different. Some animals prey on other animals. You will never ever see a pack of lions hanging out with a pack of zebras. Everything lives separately. And we should be living separately as well. Why? Because we do not think the same. We don't dance the same. We don't eat the same. We don't tell the same motherfucking jokes. We don't believe in the same thing. 92% of black women voted for Kamala. 87% of black men voted for Kamala. And everybody else voted for Trump. We don't think the same. We're not the fucking same. We're not. We should not be living amongst each other. It's like black people are a fucking pack of zebras living amongst a pack of fucking lions. Meaning, we know they're going to eat us. We know they're going to kill us.
Damn. That's how you feel, sister? That's how you feel. Now, as y'all know, I've done a couple of live stream videos about Rick Chow. Not going to get into Rick Chow, but I'm going to get in what Dr. Johnson says. Mr. Umar Johnson says about dating Asian women and white women after the death of the young boy that was killed by Rick Chow. And I just, I think this video from him inspired me to do this video as I was thinking of some content for the day. I'm going to get back to the chat, guys, in just a second. And Truth, I still got you, brother. I'm gonna drop that in a minute. Or for anybody else who want to come on. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to run Umar's comment about what he said about dating Asian women after the death of that boy and this boycott and all that bullshit. Run this clip.
Doesn't it make it difficult when you got to say, well, not that Latinos are not for you, but this little part of
it ain't that many of them. And the ones that are, most of them look just like me. Do you follow me? Arabs, East Indians, nobody is for us. This is why I say when we get seriously organized, no bunny hoppers could be on our team. You see that? You cannot go home and sleep with the enemy. You cannot go home and sleep with the enemy. Anybody married to a non-African cannot do anything for me. I respect you as a human being. I respect your non-black spouse. I cannot trust you. I cannot unite with you. I cannot organize with you. This is when interracial marriage loom matters. When you have incidents like, what do you say as a black man with an Asian wife after Rick Chow got acquitted, Loon? What do you say as a black woman with a white husband after Carmelo Anthony got 35 years? What is that conversation like in your bedroom? Right. You see that?
Right.
Nobody dating out the race could be a part of this army.
Do you?
What do y'all got to say about that? Let me see what the chat says before I continue on talking about going into segment 4 here. I think I've segment 4. Let's see. Let's see what the chat says. The chat is saying, let's go up here. Let's see. Cortez, what's up, man? My nigga Cortez is in the house. What's up with you, babe? Cortez says, I have answered the question before and hopped up. And what did that say now? Hotel didn't like it. I don't know what that means. LOL, I said. Tell me what that means, Cortez. King in the house. The answer is yes. So we can wear, so they can wear the other shoe. Life. Gotcha. Cortez comes back and says, but, and Cortez is also, it says, it depends on the gender. It makes perfect sense for black men to date out due to the shortage of decent women. We talk about that on the channel all the time. Shout out to you, Cortez. Cortez says, again, on the other hand, black women date out. They are dating out because the man of because man is non-black. Cortez comes back and says, black can easily find a decent man. Black can find a decent man, so there's no reason for them to date out while claiming pro-black. Okay. Cortez says, notice how the only issue when it's a black man, nobody said anything about Maya Angelou. And I did have a video on Maya Angelou and a ton of other cats and women who dated were pro-nationalist black people and successful at it that dated out. Geechee comes on. Geechee says he dates he's an aesthetic black man choosing to be with an Asian. Facts, nothing wrong with that. King says you can have a strong connection for your race as long as you don't disrespect your partner's race. Frank, and then Geechee says all people can encounter on earth have their origins with the aesthetic black man and the woman. So genetics are not the issue. It's what is in the mind, heart, and soul. King comes back and says, I'm part Japanese. My father's side. That's what's up. Mixed race forever. That's what I advocate. Those numbers are misunderstood. Cortez says those numbers are misunderstood. There are only older black women. Cortez says he's wrong. Cortez comes back later and says the outcome for dating black men is usually positive. Can't say the same for Keisha, who's unalived by Brad every single fucking day. That's me throwing that in there. That ain't King. That ain't Cortez that said that. Red Lord says, what's good, Chad? Living in the Philippines and talking to my black family in America. How dare they say we are not pro-black? Now that's what's up. I'm talking about right there. That's that shit, Red. That's that real shit there. So, and then Geechee comes back and says the concept of black people dealing with someone outside their race is a misnomer and non-sequential for the reasons I stated earlier. Cortez says black men are not being deleted when they are dated out. If anything, we're safer. Geechee says honoring the first lady of the National of Islam, Mother Kajafi. Farrakhan, who made her transition a couple of days. Oh, sorry to hear that. And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, JB. Welcome to the chat, JB. JB is in the house. What's up, JB? And then Final Truth is still with her. That's 1,000,000% true. And with that, I'm going to continue on. So says, can mixed race marriage, y'all tell me this, can mixed marriages end racism? I got one guy that says, I'm going to run his clip. It's really short. He says, yes. I think it's short. I hope it is. This is one brother here. Then there's another brother right here. Let's see what this one says here. Run this clip. It's kind of goofy, but I'm going to, I see.
Apparently, you can't be pro-black and be dating outside of your race. Now, I think this is utter nonsense as a black man who loves Africa but has an Asian wife. Now, the only way we as pro-blacks can go ahead and defeat racism is to go ahead and deal with it head on, take their wives, take their daughters, everything captive. Because if all of our children are now mixed, fam, who are you going to be racist against, bro? My kids are Blasian, they can marry a white person, they can marry a Chinese person. We're all just going to be blended at one point, fam. Like, who are you going to be hating on?
He's just saying that, you know, once we blend together, and all that, it kills the argument totally. So, so here's where I personally, here's where I probably differ from a lot of people personally. I support interracial marriage. Y'all probably know that by now. That's all I talk about. Not because I think that anyone should be forced into it, but people should marry whomever they genuinely love. But also, I think that it's that over many generations, more cultural exchange, more interracial friendships, and more interaction or interracial families can reduce some barriers and some stereotypes. It will not eliminate racism completely. I don't know about that, but it will play a part of it. But history suggests that prejudice can exist even within societies where people share similar backgrounds. Humans find many ways to divide themselves by ethnicity, religion, nationality, language, caste, class, and more. So I don't think interracial marriage alone will end racism, but I do think that relationships across communities can make it harder to see the entire group as other. A lot will be the same. Now let's talk about America versus the Philippines, just a little bit. One thing I noticed when I came over there, one thing I've noticed in my interest in the Philippines, is America's racial history is unique. Our history includes slavery, segregation, Jim Crow, and long struggles over civil rights. That history still shapes many conversations today. In the Philippines, though, people may differ. They notice different type of racism. It's more skin tone, nationality, social status, and there can be stereotypes and prejudice there too. So it's not necessarily the same. It's not ingrained into the carpet of the country like it is in the United States. Over there, it's totally different. There's racism, but it's totally different. And if you're a foreigner, you're not looked at like that. You're looked at as a foreigner, and being the fact that you're dark may have some type of impact on it, but really you respect it for who you are. The historical contents isn't the same. People can experience discrimination in many countries. It simply takes different forms. No country is perfect, but every country has its own history. And we know the Philippines has its as well as it relates to Black people. We've talked about that before. Look at and you know who I'm talking about when I bring this guy up here during the war. Anybody that knows who this guy is, David Fagan, can tell you what he did with 6,000 troops in the Filipino War against the American War against the Filipinos, against the Filipinos against the Americans. You know what he did. I dare anybody to tell me they don't know what this guy did. Buffalo Soldiers, my brother, Buffalo Soldiers. So y'all watched Umar Johnson. Y'all heard the arguments. He believes that Black families and Black-owned institutions are important into preserving wealth and community. Whether people agree with him or not, those are real concerns that deserve discussion. My view is different. I don't believe loving someone outside your race automatically means abandoning your responsibility to support your community. People can still mentor young people, support Black businesses, vote, volunteer, donate, create scholarships, build businesses, and raise children who understand and appreciate all parts of their language. For me, those commitments matter way more, assuming someone's value based on only on who they're married to. I've already, since 6 years, been in Virginia's ear every day as a Filipino woman about what goes on in the life and the history of Black people. She knows it all. If I was young enough to have a kid, it would be no different than me being with a sister, because I'm on point with telling that kid what's up. And I'm sure you guys are the same. If y'all are dating outside your marriage, your kids, your offspring will know the history of Black people. If you don't, you shorten yourself. And I know you guys do, because I know my audience. Now, let's talk about something different. Let's transcend just a bit the double standard. There's a double standard. Women are different. And I hope I got that video. I hope I put it up. Let me see if I put it up. Where's it at? Double standard. First of all, I'll put this one up. There it is there. Double standard. And I hope I find that video, guys. I told you I put this shit together real fast, and a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of videos to support the argument, but I hope it's in here. Let's see if it's in here. Before I run that video about double standard, I'm going to run this video about what this sister says about why Black and white people shouldn't date. She calls it cultural. She calls it cultural currency. Let's see if y'all can relate to what she says.
Cultural currency is why Black people specifically in America cannot afford to marry outside of their race. What do I mean by cultural currency? That means that a culture is established in tradition, in finances, in region, in land, in everything. A culture is established, right, outside of entertainment. We do not have enough of cultural currency. Like if an Asian person in America, Chinese person in America married outside of their race, have at it. But as a Black person in America, because of systemic oppression and racism, we cannot afford to do that. We haven't set ourselves up for success within our own culture to be able to operate marriages outside of it. Why? Because marriage is a guarantee to not the romanticization of marriage, but marriage in itself. Everything that I work for, everything that I do goes to my family. Who's in my family? Does that person look like me? Does that person have the same culture as me? How do we continue generational wealth, generational culture, generational traditions and understandings if we operate outside of it? By marrying outside of it, which means that I have to intertwine myself in somebody else's culture. I have to understand a language. Now, if I'm a man, outside of patriarchal understandings, but if a Black man has risen above systematic oppression and racism and got himself a bag and figured out how to have financial sustainability, and he goes and sleeps with somebody who comes from the same tree of somebody that used to eat his ancestors, beat his ancestors, whoop his ancestors, and do everything that they could to make sure that Black people didn't succeed, or if not directly aligned with it, perpetuated the system that holds our people down, which means that you hustling backwards. How many times do we see white people say, my dad was one of the, my grandfather was one of the Tuskegee Airmen, or my grandfather was famous civil rights activist, and they're all white, right? Diana Ross, Lionel Richie, the Jacksons, all of these people. These are entertainers, but within civil rights activists as well. You can't intertwine things, which means that everything that we fought together, because civil rights and all of that wasn't just one person. Everything that we fought together for goes back into the hands of the people who created and benefit from systematic racism and oppression. Maybe in 100 years, hopefully not, maybe in 100 years when we have enough cultural currency, we can do things like interracially date. But it just doesn't make any financial, any cultural, any traditional sense to date, marry, intertwine finances with somebody who does not have the same culture as you. For Black people, Spanish people, Chinese people, have at it. have y'all a good old hunky-dory time. But I don't think Black Americans are in that space yet. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me too. I'm Danielle to you. The link to my podcast is in my bio. You should listen to it.
He's saying we haven't been a race long enough to be able to date because we don't have the wealth. Our wealth is not strong enough culturally. I may be reading her wrong. Y'all guys tell me if I'm reading her wrong, because that was pretty deep what she said. That's why I put that video out there. She's saying that we can't, we have not been strong enough as a race of people in Black America to be dating other races of people yet because of our wealth is not strong enough. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Y'all tell me if I'm reading her wrong. That was a pretty deep comment that she made. That was a pretty deep comment. That's why I put that out there for y'all guys to see. Now, we were talking about double standards, and y'all got some comment on that. Please comment on that, because that was a pretty deep commentary that she made. Now, with the sisters, as I mentioned earlier, they celebrate Kamala Harris. They celebrate Venus Williams. They celebrate Serena Williams when she dates outside her race. But they knock niggas when we date. When we date. Now, it's mostly they get upset when there's somebody of a high-valued man. Is when they get upset. When the average man, not so much, but maybe just you'll get the roll eyes in the mall. But you won't get the downright hate whenever it's a high-valued person that's in the public eye. Sisters have double standards when it comes to when they're dating outside of race versus when we're dating outside of race. Roll a clip.
Doesn't it make it difficult when you got to say we're not include?
I'm sorry, guys. This one here.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a Black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him.
I want y'all to hold on to that. She said that when she see a Black man with a white woman, he's weak, right? Now let's see what she think when she see a Black woman with a white man. What does she think about that? Because if he's weak, then she got to be weak too, right?
The other side, I think when I see a Black woman with a white man, I think, oh, she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
These are the same women that want to make the points of, oh, well, Black men, they just want to be with white women because of proximity to power. They just want to seem like that they have a status and blah. You want to make all these points about Black men with white women, but you don't see how that same thing applies to Black women with white men. White men are the head of white supremacy. And you're telling me that she's not with him for power, quote unquote, to be in proximity to power? You think she's just resting? When it comes to the experiences of Black men and Black women, when Black men talk about their experiences with Black women, oh, they've done this, they've been disrespectful, my mother did this, Black women never did, they always ostracized me, they always made fun of me, they never really liked me, they thought I was a nerd, they thought I was too lame, they thought I was corny, whatever. All of those excuses get diminished. But when it comes to Black women, oh, well, Black men ain't doing this, the Black man ain't done this, the Black man is disrespectful, the Black man ain't protect me, but then the white man came in and he was just better. He was just a better man. Black women say it's valid. It's, oh, okay, yeah, you know what, that makes sense. Because these Negroes ain't shit. They ain't nothing. Both of them have a level of self-hatred within themselves and for their people, which is why they're dating out. That's it, across the board. That's the answer across the board. It's not no love is love. It's not that he's weaker and that she's empowered and that she's fine and solving this. No.
Yeah. Here's something I've noticed: when public figures marry outside their race, their reaction isn't always consistent. Some interracial couples receive broad support, others face criticism. That can happen regardless of what the person is, a man or a woman. Some critics focus on patterns they see, others simply believe people should be free to marry whomever they love. I think the standards should be consistent. Either adults have the freedom to choose their partners or they don't. Now, I'm going to transition to the one that really touches me the most. because I'm a religious person by heart. And I will take this down because these two comments here, I want y'all's opinion on. In this segment, there's a woman. I'm going to roll a clip as we get closer to closing out the clip. And I'm going to throw out the, in fact, I'm going to do it now, the link for anybody to come up. Invite a guest. Here's the link here. I'm going to put it in the chat. We ain't going to stay on long, guys. But we early. We only an hour, so we ain't too bad. But, you know, let's see if we can get that link in here. Hang on, guys. I'm going to. Oh, man. What are we doing here? Hold on. Oh, my God. Hold on. Hold on, guys. All right. One more time. Oh, okay. Copy paste. Boy, don't you like copy paste? Copy paste. Oh, you can do it there. Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the chat. I'm gonna throw this in the chat for anyone who want to come up for a few minutes and speak on what we're talking about live and living color. So, well, I'm about to transition to an argument that I think is real touchy before we bring it to a close. And that's what it says in the Bible. There's a couple of clips I'm about to run, and I'm going to run them now, then I'm going to come back and talk about it. If y'all got an opinion, let's talk about it. Let's roll. That's what these cats are saying here, if I can find it. Hold on. There's two of them. It's a woman and a man, so I can get it. Yeah, there's one, and then if the other one is in there, I will play it. Yeah, I'll play this cat first, then I'll play her next. Roll the clip.
If a young black brother, maybe your half brother, pulls up, loves Jesus, loves the Lord, loves your local church. Let's just say fast forward 10 years down the road, you got a cousin that loves Jesus, man, he loves the Lord, he's a post-mill Christian nationalist, theophanist, natural law, all those things.
Doesn't like Israel.
Right? Doesn't like Israel. He hates the Jews.
All the boxes.
All the things. And your cousin and your brother, your half brother, he's full black. He shows up 10 years, 15 years later, he starts dating your daughter. Are you now saying, hey, I don't think you guys should get married? And
I would not encourage it, though.
You would not encourage it?
Would you discourage it?
Yeah.
But in my local church, there would be several young white men who would also meet those exact standards.
That's not what we're asking. Would you discourage the black man who meets those standards? Would you discourage your daughter or that relationship?
What I'm saying is that if all things are equal, black man, white man, with my daughter being white, if all things are equal, I would encourage her towards a white young man.
Would you discourage her from the black man?
No? Yeah.
So you see how discouraged God Logic or Avery, you see how discouraged he is, see how aggravated that he's getting? Because he don't know the Bible. He don't believe in the Bible. Now, this white man, I believe his name is Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is a full-blown racist. He love his people. He's a nationalist. He love America. He love white folks. He's gone on record to say all immigrants should be sent out. All Hispanics should be sent out. America is the heritage of his fathers. America is for white people. That's what he said. It is what it is. This dude don't want to see it. And that's when 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 comes in place, where it says, because they did not receive the love of the truth, therefore God shall give them over a strong delusion that they'll believe a lie and that they all might be damned. That's why these dudes like this Avery guy, he don't know the Bible. He don't believe in the Bible. He believes in Trinitarianism. He believes in arguing with Muslims. But when a white supremacist basically tell him, nigga, I don't want my daughter marrying y'all, he gets hurt. And oh, I love it. That's why the word of God says what it says. Who shall believe the truth? Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Also obey God rather than men. Interracial marriage has always been against God. You see it in Deuteronomy chapter 7. You see it in Joshua chapter 23. You see it in Nehemiah chapter 13. You see it in Tobit, which is in Apocrypha chapter 4. It's always been that way. But this guy, Avery, he don't believe in the word of God. He believes in white supremacy. And he's hurt because his master is saying, I won't let your people marry my daughter. Wake up, repent, and keep the commandments of God. You the Israelites.
The Most High, he is against interracial mixing. He is against interracial marriages. He is against interracial mingling. He is against procreating interracially. That's just what his word says. You don't have to like it, but you better abide by it, because there's consequences and repercussions for disobeying the words of the Most High. You so-called blacks need to realize the condition that you're in is because you went following the ways of the heathen. Why do you think you are where you are today? But let's keep going. I want to get into this because, you know, I got to double down because that's just what I do. This is 1 Ezra chapter 9, 7 through 10. Now listen up. For you rebellious Israelites and ones that need to clean out y'all ears. Listen. Verse 7. So Ezra arose up, and he said unto them, Ye have transgressed the law in marrying strange wives and husbands, thereby to increase the sins of Israel. Verse 8. And now by confessing, give glory unto the Lord our Father. He said give glory. Okay. Let's see what he wants us to do. Verse 9. And do his will. So the Most High, he wants us to do his will. So what is his will? Let's find out what the Most High will is. Listen up. Separate yourselves from the heathen. Yeah. I'm going to repeat it for those of you that can't comprehend, that's a little bit deaf, that's super rebellious. He said, separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and from the strange women. Amen. He says, separate yourselves. Yes, that's what he declared. That's what he commanded. Verse 10. Then cried the whole multitude, Oh, I gotta separate from Becky. Oh, I can't join with Becky no more. I gotta separate from Bryson. I can't be joined with Bryson anymore. The Most High said, separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and your strange wives and your strange husbands. I'm going to repeat verse 10. Then cried the whole multitude and said with a loud voice, Like as thou hast spoken, so will we do. So you say you're going to do it, then do it. The Most High said, Thou violest a vow, and thou not keepest the vow. Said thou fool, pay what thou hast vowed. For it's better to than not have vowed at all than to vow and not pay. Y'all better stop playing with the Most High. He not playing with y'all. He says separate from the heathens of the land. And Nehemiah, it was always the mixed multitudes. It's always the mixed multitudes that go off of whoring and a lusting first. That's why so-called blacks are in the condition they in today. You went after the ways of the heathen, and a lot of y'all got heathenish spirits. That's why y'all can't stay away from the heathens. That's why you can't stay away from Bryson. That's why you can't stay away from Becky. It is what it is. Repent and keep the commandments. Shalom.
Girlfriend done brought religion in it. She's saying what she's saying. I don't know what y'all's opinion is about that shit, but some people are arguing that interracial marriage is against God. Really? Others disagree. And isn't it worth noting that many biblical scholars say the passage often cited were primarily about religious faithfulness and covenant identity rather than modern ideas of race. For example, Moses married, I can't pronounce her name, Zipporah, y'all help me out, Zipporah, a Midianite, I'm saying that right? And the Bible criticizes those who spoke against him because of his Cushite wife rather than condemning the marriage itself. Many Christians denominations today teach that marriage across racial lines is not sinful, while emphasizing shared faith as essential issue. People of faith may interpret their passages differently, so it is important to discuss them carefully and respectfully. Now, as we bring this to a close, segment 9, I say, what kind of world do I want? what kind of world that I want? And then I look at these comments, and then I'll bring people up on the panel. Here's my personal belief. I want a world where Black, Asian, white, Latino, African, Caribbean, Middle Eastern can all live together peacefully. I believe diversity is strength. I'm going to say that again. I believe that diversity is strength. I don't believe loving someone from another culture means loving your own culture less. To me, those things can exist together. Together! I also believe every person should have the freedom to marry someone of the same race or different race without being shamed for that decision. And with that, I'm going to look at the chat before I close, because I'll come back and close after we have a short conversation from anybody who wants to come up. There's a few comments here that I have not brought up, and that is, I don't know if I said court. I did. King, I want you to say, if you're going to be in the Philippines in December, you better not hide, brother, because I'm going to be there and I'm going to holler at you. We're gonna chop it up. We're going to go somewhere and eat. Well, I don't know what part of the Philippines are you going to be in, because I'm going to touch down in Manila, and then from Manila, we can go wherever the hell, because I ain't going nowhere for a while. I'm going to be there for a minute, if not forever. No, not forever. Nothing's forever. But so let me know when you're going to be in the Philippines when you touch down in December, so I can get with you. Okay, bro? You still in the chat? Let me know. As long as you're in Mindanao, I don't know about that shit. I'm a little shaky about Mindanao, parts of it anyway. I got my opinion about that shit. Somebody need to help me out about that one. Geisha comes back and says, honoring the First Lady. Did I already read that? I think I did already. Shout out to that. Okay, yeah, I read that already. King says, yes. Oh, near Manila. Okay, near Manila. Okay, I got you. King says yes and no. Okay, so that's the chat right there. So I'm going to bring up anybody who wants to chat. It looks like my man Truth is in the house. Truth, what's going on, brother? I'm going to bring you up now. Let's bring you up. Are you there? Bring you to the stage.
Bring me up, brother.
I got you up. I got you up here. So we're right at the end before I do the close. So let's spend about 10 or 15 minutes or less talking about, let me give you your opinion. Chop it up like you always do. I'm going to shut up and let you talk. I know you got an opinion. So let's go.
What you mean or less? You always want to minimize me, brother. Dang.
I know, man. I try to keep it around an hour. I try to keep it around an hour. So we're already at Eastern time, almost 12 o'clock.
Hell no, we need way more time than that, brother. Come on. You the best. You got the best show on YouTube. You the only black man. You the only man that has solved the black relationship problem.
No, man, it's a ton.
We're going overseas. Hell no, it ain't no ton of them. You the only one, brother. You the only one. Don't start that.
I know I listen to a lot of them, but that's your opinion. I appreciate your opinion.
No, I don't have no opinions. I only got facts. It's a sin. The Bible says it's a sin to have an opinion. Proverbs 18:2. Only fools have opinions.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What you got on the chat? What you got on the topic today?
Yes, those sisters are right. Blacks should not date outside. And I know you say you disagree, but you're misunderstanding something. Your Filipino woman, that is a black woman. Black, brown, yellow, and red are all one family. The picture of your woman, I got aunties and cousins that look like your woman.
Facts.
Black, brown, yellow, and red, and when you were with her, you saw a lot of similarities between her and your family.
Her and her family.
Yeah. Why? Because black, brown, yellow, and red are all one family. The only race, white people are the only race, and that's why they keep confusion going, because they don't want people to figure that fact out. They're the only race. What is a race? You've seen the Olympics and you were in high school. A race is something you do in track and field. A race has a starting point and a finish line.
Right.
White people started 6,000 years ago, and they're ending today. Their birth rate is done. That's a race. They're a race. Black people are a nation. The word nation means ongoing birth. And that's why Elijah Muhammad named it. Did he name his organization? Did he name it the Race of Islam, or did he name it the Nation of Islam? He named it the nation. Blacks are a nation. They are not a race. And it is a proven fact that interracial, meaning black and white, it does not work and cannot work. Why? If you need proof, Google OJ Simp son. Google OJ Simp son. Google nigger. Tiger Woods. Always trying to sleep with always sleeping with a white girl. They got a movie called Sleeping with the Enemy for a reason. And every time he chases a white girl, the police is right in behind him.
Yeah.
And drinking problems, and he married a white girl off the street, and she said, "I'm uncomfortable," went to the judge and filed a divorce, and the judge gave her half of his money, which was $500 million. And she went and bought a freaking island. Don't you think blacks could use $500 million? Would you like somebody taking $500 million from you?
That's what the woman said about generational currency, whatever she said.
Exactly. It all lines up, you see. And blacks and whites, they cannot live together in peace. Elijah Muhammad told us that. If you want proof, look up, there's a YouTube video, Judy Mikovits, Mikovits. This is a white woman talking about how in Congress, white people came up with the vaccine to kill off black people. After they destroyed our community with crack, after they destroyed our community with AIDS, after the Tuskegee experiment. This is a white woman. This is not my belief, not my opinion. This is not Malcolm X. This is not Martin Luther King. It's on your YouTube right now. Anybody can pull it up in 10 seconds. Judy Mikovits. No, we cannot get along. It's a proven fact.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm riding with you so far.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's the reason why I ran the video, because I'm, this is really funny. It's just amazing, man. When you realize this as an adult, I realized it early on. When I was in college, I read about it. When I read Huey B. Newton's book, Revolutionary, I can't think of the name of it, Revolutionary something. I read Elvis Cleaver. All this I read to the library to go find. Because back when I was coming up, there wasn't the phone wasn't shit. It wasn't a such thing. You had to go get books and read. And then they didn't teach that shit.
You had to spend 5 hours in the library.
Right. I stayed hours in the library
at the card catalog Dewey Decimal System. What no
hours in the library, not a damn computer. Hours in the library. Then I come back. All that shit was in my head because I didn't learn it in high school.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Boy, shut up, man. You don't know nothing about no Tuckasegee.
You better believe I don't live over there, but
you know about.
I might go over there and try to find something to get into, but I mean that quick, bro.
Get in and get out.
But I'm gonna tell you something about them. And did she bring that up? Gentrification. Did I say the word right?
Gentrification.
Right. That's all over Tuckasegee now. There's $300, $400, $500 homes over there now.
No, you wrong. Gentrification ain't in Tuckasegee. Gentrification is in the whole damn United States of America.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just telling you locally where
right.
They're thinking the same shits over there. You're gonna see white people walking dogs, bro.
Right. $800,000 condos and
right.
And skinny white women jogging with their dogs and they tights.
That's exactly what you're gonna see. You're not gonna see what you saw corner stores and niggas holding bottles.
Yeah, ain't no the church's chicken is gone.
Mm-hmm. I was just talking about that with my boys today. But yeah, man. Yeah, I did it. This video was this live stream was because I believe that Umar said that we don't need to be dating Asian women. That's really what kind of sparked the whole thing. Yeah. And I know Asian women are not, he's really talking, most of them are talking about white women in America, but they're also talking about anybody outside of black. And then you kind of agreeing with it a little bit, but I ain't mad at you. Everybody got their own opinion.
No, Umar's dead ass wrong about that. Asians are part of the black family, but what he's saying is it should be black and black. But hell, he's been through 2 divorces, so he's having trouble himself.
Right. Well, I don't know. I ain't taking a personal shot at the brother. I ain't seen no school yet, but I ain't taking a personal shot.
No, that ain't personal. That's just fact. Hell, he is a public figure, so you can say any damn thing you want about him. He lives his life in public.
Right. He really
and he gets his money from the public, so you have the right to say any damn thing you want about him.
He puts it right out there for you to see. He puts it
right
there for you to see.
He's a public figure. Any and all public figures you have the right to go at because they in the public.
We recognize a couple of people in the chat. Why pause? King, are you going to be there in January, between December 10th and January? I will be back in the Philippines between November and I don't know when I'm leaving, but I'll be there from during that time, so we can link up, bro. Just wherever you are. You say you're gonna be near Manila, so we'll link up. It ain't hard to find you. I hope anyway. Cortez says it's a rare for black men to have these issues with white women. I think that's what he meant with that. Cortez.
Have what issues? What issues, brother Cortez?
Well, Truth is asking you a question, Cortez. Are you still in the chat? What issues with white women? Say it's rare for black men to have these issues with white women. You can respond back to that if you wish to do so, Cortez. Red Lord says all things he said can be said of Keisha today. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
That's true. Facts.
Yeah, Keisha hates the black man.
Keisha's a damn trip. And I'm talking about Keisha is a name in generality.
Right. Black females. They don't. You remember last show I congratulated them for being the worst damn females in history, because they are.
Right. They can be bad. They really
no, they are bad. They're the worst in history.
Yeah, I just hate to say that, man, because I got a black mother, a black daughter.
Those are the exceptions to the rule.
I truly have a black daughter now.
Those are exceptions. Those are, your daughter got a good father, so she gonna be different. So there are some exceptions to some black women. Oh yeah. There's exception to every rule. Yeah,
but that's a needle in a haystack, right?
Smaller than that, bro.
Do me a favor as I look at these chats. I'm gonna kick the chats, but do me a favor. Give me an image. Give me talk to me about what you consider to be the black woman that we need to stay away from. I know this is off the subject.
Yeah.
But because I'm looking at Keisha, I'm looking at nails, I'm looking at bonnets, I'm looking at attitude. Tell me, what is the black woman that we need to beware of?
All of them.
So are you saying,
brother, you the only one on YouTube to solve the problem, with the solution. The solution: get your damn passport, take your ass overseas, because you ain't gonna find nothing good here. Not okay. Find me a wife in this. 99.9% of black females claim they don't need a man. 90% of black females are fat. 95% of black females wear ugly ass, fake ass hair. 80% of black females are obese. 60% of black females are rainbow. 70% of black females have bastard kids before they 21. 40% of black females have had an torsion, if you get what I'm saying. Deleted a baby.
Yeah, that's a whole
90% of black marriages are end in divorce. 80% of black females file for divorce. 80% of black females' baby daddies are thug criminals.
Right.
Black females spend $30 billion a year on weave to look like the goddamn predator. Since 1973, black females have had 100 million Zatortions, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you've been killing babies. Abortion.
Yes. Oh, don't say that, because YouTube can't say that on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
I got you.
These are just a few ways that the black female has killed off the black community, more than racism and the KKK combined. Now you want
a stat out there, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this one. It says that if these babies that live, we wouldn't be at 13% of the population right now.
Oh man, what? They deleted a third of the American population, black and white.
Cortez says Jonathan Majors type issues I've never seen in real life, even though I see it relationship literally every day. Every day he says it. Cortez says also, I do understand the skepticism of American white women, though other groups are probably generally nicer, maybe. Frank Tate, I will be in Manila, you guys. Okay, he's talking about them. Okay. And then stay away from all women who do not want to build with you. And that goes, Frank, for Asian women and black women. That goes in general.
Yeah.
You know, or anybody really. You ain't want to build with them, because every Asian woman ain't great now.
Right.
I got a video here. I'm gonna go ahead and play that one here because I didn't get to that one. But I'll be on the chat. Go ahead.
When the brothers travel, they not looking for everybody.
Listen to what these two females right here say. If I can play it while you're there. First, I'm gonna play this comical script right here. What this brother says right here. Now, y'all don't judge me for what this brother's getting ready to say. I'm gonna play him, and then I'll play these two Asian girls.
Just know, I tried my best with you colors.
And what do your fat ass black mama think about that?
Next clip. Here's an Asian woman here who says, where is she at here? I think I got here. Who says she loves her man. I'll run the clip.
How do I explain to my man that I genuinely love him so much that it disgusts me, and that it pains me to love him so much?
Explain it.
And that's why he can never leave me and he can never die.
I don't know about the second part.
And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that woman loves her man, and that's the type of treatment you get with these chicks, man. I'm telling you, man. This woman, when I went to the Philippines, she washed my clothes. I know you're gonna say that she's doing that for the reason, but I'm not rich, so she ain't doing it for no whole bunch of money because I'm not. You see that woman hugged up me?
Hey,
stop.
Stop.
She does that shit for because she wants to do it.
Hey, stop lying. You are rich in the Philippines.
She's washing my clothes. she's clipping my
Head to
nails,
toe. Head to toe.
clipping nails,
Head to toe.
on point, on deck. You're looking at a woman that's doing shit that no African American woman, excuse me, no Black American woman has ever done.
Keisha don't do that.
I've been married twice. I ain't never seen that shit from neither one of them, bro.
Keisha's trying to delete you. These Keishas over here are out to delete the brothers over here. They hate us. You got to read that whole Monahan report, brother, because it's proof from the federal government how all the Black women in 1965 joined the Ku Klux Klan and came against us, and that's where they get their national anthem from of "They don't need no man."
That's a nice anthem for sure.
They don't need no man. They started their own nation. They started their own country. You heard of the Declaration of Independence, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Black females did to us. They don't need no man. They strong and independent, don't need no man. The nigga can't do shit for her. Mother effers ain't SHIT. They set up their own don't need no man nation, a gynocracy. God told them the only thing they needed was a man. Right. And when they said they don't need no man, that's hating God and worshiping the devil. You see? And they became bitches and hoes for white men. They learned this from Willie Lynch. Yeah, they were never Black females.
Yeah,
Black females were never brought over here to be our wives, women. No, they were brought over here to be what they are today, hoes for the white man. There's no more Black people today. Blacks are not a people. There's no more families. Because Black females said they don't need no man. They don't want no husband. 60% of them are rainbow. 90% of them are single mom, divorced. $30 billion a year on red, orange, green, purple, and blonde weaves and wigs. Huh?
Say that one time. I got you. I had some difficulty. Go ahead. Repeat what you just said.
Black females spend 60% of them are rainbow. 90% of them are single moms.
Right.
They spend $30 billion a year on these ugly ass orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, blonde weaves. $30 billion a year. We could build and run a nation off that money. See, the Bible says blacks are blind, deaf, and dumb. And Blacks don't realize they've been erased and replaced. These foreigners have replaced us. Black females, if they hate the hair on their head, how do they feel about themselves? Right.
But now I saw one video, and I was going to play that one, but it wasn't relevant. Maybe it was, maybe to another show. But it said that Black women hate themselves, but the guy came on and said they hate themselves because we hate ourselves.
That has nothing to do with it. We're not women. He's pandering. He wants some ass. He wants some credit from them Black females so that he can get some ass. And he's
Black
being a
people
weak.
who date outside of their race lack pattern recognition. And
Go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, he's being a weak simp and pandering. And,
right.
Umar does a lot of damn pandering.
Right. There's a lot of them out there.
If they hate the hair on their head, $30 billion a year worth, what do they think about themselves? That means they hate themselves. And when you hate yourself, the law of relationship says how you treat yourself is how you treat others. Your relationships are just a reflection of how you feel about yourself. And since they hate the hair on their head and hate themselves, then how do they feel about black men? That means they automatically hate them. And that's why the black community has been jacked up for the past 70 years.
It's got to be. It's an amazing to me, and this is a different topic. I mean, it's how we live. How they're the superior race, and we have to be under them like that.
Say that again.
The white race is the #1 race in America, really all over the planet, because everybody idolizes their color.
Right.
All over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And in America, it hurts more because we live within these walls with them and stuck watching them. And I'm talking about the white establishment, because I know a lot of poor white people too.
Right.
They are privileged for the reason they're white in some degree, but you know, it's just.
Well, that's why you have to stop. We have to stop using the word white supremacy, because there's no such thing. Whites are not supreme in nothing. And see, whites got all their money from slavery and stealing black people. And see, where blacks made a mistake, they followed Dr. King instead of Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah,
see,
we talked about that a little bit in this particular live stream tonight.
Right. Yeah, you brought that out.
Yeah.
And see, the black man in the Bible, in Psalms 82:6, it says the black man is God. Black is the original. White people come from us. Black people can have two jet black people can have a white baby, and they call it albino to trick you. But no, that's a white baby, because we produce everything. But white people can't produce any color. Blacks can produce all colors because they have the dominant gene. The dominant gene means you're superior. The black man is superior. The problem is blacks don't want to love themselves. They don't want to know themselves. They want to. White people get black people to fight each other. And the one and only thing that's going to end racism, Elijah Muhammad told us, and that's black unity. He said, if we unite and come together, white people would be a string wrapped around our little finger, and we wouldn't even know it's there until we looked at it. And see, Martin Luther King, like the sister said, Martin Luther King was dead ass wrong, and he lost his life because of it. Harry Belafonte was at a party with Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King was sitting down with his head damn near between his legs, and Harry Belafonte walked up to him. He said, "Martin, man, what's wrong, brother? Did somebody die? Your best friend died? Your dog died? What's wrong with you?" He told Harry, he said, "Harry, I just realized that this integration thing I did, I've integrated black people into a burning building." So he admitted he was wrong. And Elijah Muhammad, a lot of people don't realize, Elijah Muhammad called Martin Luther King to his house to meet with him in Chicago. Trying to think where Elijah Muhammad, on the south side of Chicago.
Right.
And Martin Luther King came and met with Elijah Muhammad, and Elijah Muhammad told Martin Luther King told Elijah Muhammad, he said, "Brother, you are absolutely right in what you're saying. I just don't have the strength and the courage to come in and follow you."
You know, yeah, he already built up an image and all that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and it worked. It worked for him because he's who he is.
Who that?
But MLK. But we can't. We can't just. I mean, he brought a lot of attention to the issue. So
yeah,
I give him a lot of credit. But at the same time,
I honor him for giving his life for the struggle. But,
right.
But he was dead ass wrong and admitted he was wrong. But
and the woman in the video said that. And every time I hear that, I cringe to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up idolizing this man.
Right.
So it's hard to really knock him because you gotta give him credit what he was able to pull off.
Oh yeah, people don't realize the sacrifices he made. He went to jail. He was arrested and went to jail over 200 times.
Right. You got it. Here's an Asian woman right here that says that once you go black, you can't go back. Let's hear her video.
Done that, black man. When you go to black, you never back. If you meet the right one, you cannot date Asian. White man is hard. You always go to black. Cannot back. So yeah, if you want to date black man, I will post the video and have you maybe. But when you go black, you never go back. Believe me.
You go black, you never go back.
Right. Yeah, the black man is God. Psalms 82:6.
I think she's cute. I had to put that out.
Yeah. Yeah, the black man is God. Psalms 82:6 right there in the Bible. Right. And no, these black and white dog and cat relationships don't work. All you got to do is look at OJ the Simp son, Nigga Woods, Toby Bryant.
I just heard something about OJ Simp too, as you call it. The latest that came out on him, as of the last couple of days ago, is that he is Buffalo's building a new stadium. I believe they are.
Yep.
Not put him in the the Wall of Fame in Buffalo.
Right.
As you know, he was probably the best running back they ever played football for Buffalo,
by far.
But he will not be listed number 32 in Buffalo anywhere.
Right.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's that white. That's why we cannot live together in peace, because OJ is the player that made Buffalo famous.
Correct.
Nobody knows about the Buffalo. You can't mention Buffalo Bills without OJ Simp.
It's very difficult to do so.
You can't do it.
There's
you cannot do it.
There's 5 more comments in the chat. That's how I see what they're saying.
Okay.
Well, let's see. We got Frank says, Red Lord says, as long as you are on the plantation with a woman who thinks the plantation, let me read that real slow here. As long as, I don't know if you can see the chat.
Yeah.
As long as you are in the plantation, the woman who thinks like the plantation owner, you will never be free.
That's a beautiful comment. Beautiful comment. Perfect comment.
You hear that, Red Lord? Beautiful comment, my brother.
Yeah.
Frank comes back and says that's true. He agrees to that.
Yeah.
Frank comes back and says, I love myself. That is why I left the USA. And he did leave the USA, no doubt about that. Red Lord says, same here, Frank. I got tired of the same soup.
Yeah.
American culture has a narrow frame on thinking about the world. It takes a hell of a lot to pick up and leave the country that you raised in. I'm going through it right now. It ain't no damn easy thing to do.
Right.
Frank comes back and says, black man, the world belongs to you. Use all of it. You gotta ride out on that one, but that is huge.
Yeah, that's why one day you're gonna believe me. That's why I keep telling you, you got the best show on YouTube because you the only one with the solution to the black relationship problem, and that is, black men, get your ass up out of here. Your passport is the only solution.
Yeah, a lot of people say that he's working on that passport. He might do something about it for us and eliminate us from being able to do so, as many people are deciding. But I don't think it's enough people leaving yet to affect the country as a whole. But if that happens,
no, it's enough. It's enough. It's what they call the tipping point.
It's like 2 million people living outside the country right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now that's including white people too. Now,
right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need recent proof of how black-white dog-cat relationships don't work, you ever heard of LeVar Ball?
Yeah, Roots. Toby.
Yep. See, I work in the NBA. I know him personally, and it was a year or two ago. His wife was in a wheelchair, and I helped her get into her van at the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas.
Right.
And I was with them a year or two ago. But yeah, typical white woman, use a black man. Black man is toilet paper for white women. The blacks in a relationship with white people, they're toilet paper. And they take you and wipe their ass with you. That's all they do.
Well, you heard about what's going on in the. I didn't do a special. I didn't do a live stream on it, and I probably won't. But since you bring it up, I will bring it up to the attention of people in the chat.
Yes, sir.
My videos get quite a bit of a few viewers, 300, 200, 400. So for the 400 people, 300 people that will see his 500 or 1,000, I'm going to say this: Lamar Ball. What's his name?
LeVar. You had it right.
He's going through a divorce. Now this is a lifelong marriage. He's married to a white woman. Those three boys out there, they light-skinned boys, and they're mixed. They're white and black. And he's going through a divorce. He has diabetes, and he's lost his leg or his toe. But she had a stroke, and he coached her through. He stayed with her through the whole stroke.
He tended to
her, white woman.
Yeah.
Now, as he is now, he don't let that amputation bother him. He's walking around. If you look at LeVar Ball now, he has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
On one side, and he's still just talking as much shit as if he didn't have it.
What we say as black people, he keeps on keeping on.
Right. But they're getting a divorce. I don't know who's initiated. I think it's him. I'm not sure. Maybe it's her. I think it's her.
It's her. You said it. He nursed her 24/7.
And she's leaving him. And a lot of black women have said, what did she do to him? What did he do to her? Because of his garrulous mouth, and he's out like loud, and they just assume that he's out here hustling.
No, that's them Keishas, brother.
Right, the Keishas are saying that all over the internet. I'm not going to talk about this stuff. This is not going to become a live stream for me, but we talk about it a little bit tonight.
Sidebar.
So that's what's going on now, and
now and forever.
And I think it's weird that she would leave him, and she is white, and she's probably about 50 something now. And she looks 60. Well, maybe. Anybody trying to hit that? If you know where I'm going.
Right.
So where is she gonna go? I mean, it's weird. And now one black woman says it got to be him because a woman that age wouldn't leave a man.
Now wait a minute.
That's what said about the white woman.
Wait a minute.
Wouldn't leave a man because of her options or whatever she said.
I'm gonna settle all this again. I know these people personally. I helped her into her handicapped van in her handicapped state at the NBA Summer League at Thomas and Mack Arena, right across the street from Harry whatever airport in Las Vegas, right across the street. When you come out of Las Vegas airport, the first thing you see is Thomas and Mack Arena.
Right.
Yep. And I helped her into her van, and LeVar is right there. I've been with him, and I've seen them. They've been together several summer leagues. And let's talk about the real LeVar. LeVar took his 3 sons and took them, trained them, and coached them, and delivered those 3 boys to the NBA and made that family $100 to $200 million. How bad can he be? Is that a terrible man?
I agree with that.
Is that a terrible man?
He's like hell to live with around the house. I think she's meaning, you know.
He can't be too much hell when you produce $100 million worth of sons. That don't sound abusive to me. Correct me if I am wrong. In a capitalistic society, you produce.
Y'all hear that chat? Y'all hear that chat? The people in the chat. He said, that, "How can it bad can it be when he made you motherfuckers rich?"
I wish I was that bad. I want to be that bad of a father. Make $200 million.
Bite the hand that feeds you.
Man, exactly. Now she got, like Kevin Samuel said. Now, if she got some police records and pictures of her face bruised up and bruises on her body, okay, I can.
Oh man, it ain't.
I'll ride with her.
No,
but I ain't seen nothing like that.
She's a recovering stroke victim.
I helped her into her van personally with my 2 hands.
Right.
With LeVar was right there. Me and him was talking.
Right. Wow. I think Red Lord says he identified LeVar Burton. And then Cortez comes back and says 50-plus-year-old women file for the most divorce according to stats. Yeah.
But she's 60 something.
Mm-hmm. That's what the white black woman was saying. What the fuck you gonna do with 60?
Right. You might as well ride it out. And this man made you super rich. Super rich.
Yeah. I don't know what color. I don't know. I'm not in that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just that's what your whole show is dedicated to. Black man cannot win in America.
Yeah.
You can't win.
All right. Well, we right at 2 hours, man. So I'm gonna close it down, bro.
That still ain't enough.
I know you say that, but we'll be back on Thursday with something different. We'll be back with something Thursday, different.
Yes, sir.
So, chat, we love you guys. Y'all heard it. I hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. A shout out to Truth for coming on and giving his insight as they always do.
Thank you, brother. God bless you.
That goes for Frank, for Red Lord, for Geechee for coming online, and everybody else. Navigator and Cortez, my man. King, I see you in the Philippines. And everybody else is on there. And the people who choose not to comment, subscribe to the damn show. Hit the like button for your boy. And we'll see you guys on Thursday with something different, okay?
Yes, sir.
And Truth, I will see you, man. You have a great rest of your week too, brother.
You do the same. Good, brother.
If you're out in the Vegas area, who is this coming in? Is somebody new on there? Red Lord says, be safe out there.
Oh, yeah, gotta be. Yeah. NBA Summer League starts July the 9th.
Right.
So I'll be out there.
I've been watching. I didn't bring it up tonight, but we will talk about it some other time. How the NBA, the WNBA is acting these days, and the Caitlin Clark shit. That's a whole nother story on the racism and the money and the shit that's going on with the WNBA.
Well, the first thing you got to start out with is that's a 90% rainbow league, 95% rainbow. So it ain't nothing's gonna work right over there.
You see how they was choking her? They had under George Floyd, bro.
Who?
Caitlin Clark, who's
Oh,
white.
somebody was choking her.
Choking her on the court, man. They had on the Caitlin. They had on the floor choking her.
Damn.
And just look at the clip. Look up Caitlin Clark, and the first thing gonna come up is are those sisters are treating her.
Right.
I think somebody in the chat has already done commented on it. They got to comment on it. Frank's laughing. Frank's laughing, but they got the damn girl in chokehold, man. I mean, I understand how the league was rough in the NBA in the 80s, but you ain't seen shit. Do you see how they treating that white girl?
They're gonna protect that great white hope though at all costs.
They might protect her, but them sisters is on her ass like because they think that's their league. Ain't none of them paid. That shit ain't nothing but a Spirit Airline. But I'm gonna let you roll, bro. I'm gonna bring you down. We're gonna see each other. We're gonna see you again. You take care of the Thursday, man. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed out here.
Oh yeah, the sister do got a Elisa Thomas.
Right. Choke the shit out of her. Damn George Floyd style.
Elisa, she might have to do time in the pen for that.
No, she's not gonna do no time because they looking at it as basketball shit.
Shit. You remember what's our brother? Carmelo Anthony. Shoot, they set that kangaroo court up.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be a jury of your peers and an all-white jury. Man. Yeah, they'll do anything.
And he got 35 years, bro.
Right.
That's sad.
In an illegal court.
Yeah.
Oh, she only choked her for 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds.
But that's long.
No, she didn't choke her. She just pushed down on her.
I don't know, man. You got to look at it and see. It don't look good though.
No, she just pushed down on her because Caitlin's a little bitty thing. She a chihuahua.
Yeah, but she talk a lot of shit. But she can play though. And she's the face of the league, but they don't. Andrew Reese and the rest of them, they don't like her at all.
All she can do is shoot. That's all she got is a shot. And you take that away from her. See, I'm an NBA scout, agent, and coach. All she can do is you take that, you put that 6'4" sister on her to not let her catch and shoot. It's over.
And that's what's happening.
Yep.
I think they lost too. But I'm gonna bring you down, but I see you Thursday, man.
Okay, family.
All right, bro. And
all right, family.
So I'm gonna bring you down, and I'm gonna go ahead and close the show by saying that thank you, Truth. I appreciate everything you do. Frank comes on and said, great show. But family, this channel has always been bigger than just dating. It's been about culture, travel, freedom, understanding people. Let me bring myself back up here. Hang on one second. Let me take that down. If this computer allowed me to do so. Hang on, guys. Let me see. Take that down here. This show has always been about culture, travel, family, and understanding people, building bridges instead of walls. So whether you marry Black, Asian, white, Latino, or someone from another background, I hope you choose someone who respects you, who supports you, and shares your values. Hang on. What did I just do? Shares your values. And helps you build a good life. At the same time, I don't believe loving your spouse requires you to stop caring about your community. You can support Black entrepreneurship, volunteer, mentor, and stand against injustice. Celebrate Black history. And still love someone who comes from a different culture. Those ideas don't have to be, you have to compete. As for racism, I do think there's a single solution. Interracial marriage alone won't erase prejudice. But when families, friendships, and neighborhoods and communities become more connected, people often have more opportunities to see each other as individuals instead of stereotypes. The one reason I support global travel, cultural exchange, and respectful relationships, that's the one reason I respect it. So my message has always been real simple. Love who you love, respect where you came from, and treat people with dignity. Build strong families and leave the next generation with a little bit more understanding than the one before you. So guys, till next time, this is Vic with 8,000 Miles Away, and I'll see you Thursday and Sunday at 9 o'clock with something different. Peace, everybody. I'll holler at you later. And thanks to everybody who joined the show tonight. Take care. Let's get it.
Some days are easier to fake it. I find it hard to think when you're brought up. I know it takes a heart to break it. Yeah. But you took that and some more when you gave up. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Some things don't work and that's the